Hello and welcome to my channel where it's all about play and learning new things, whether that be slow stitch or dioramas or embroidery or art or dolls' houses, because I just like to play. And we often get a cat popping in. Welcome!
Hello, how are you? Thanks for popping by. Apologies, first off, if you can hear the fan blowing, but I feel a little bit like the witch out of Wizard of Oz. I'm melting. Yeah, it's quite warm. So, what are we doing today? Well, as if I haven't made enough trees, I've now realised that I need to make a forest. Or at least that's what it feels like. No, I was looking at the grandfather clock, which, for anybody that doesn't know, is called Hickory House. It's in my playlist, and it's going to be a kind of Wind in the Willows, Brambly Hedge, Borrowers type thing, based around Sylvanian families, because I love Sylvanian families. What's not to love? So I started putting trees on the front, if you remember. And I kept looking at it and thinking, the sides look really bare. I'm going to have to do something about that. So, at the risk of making more trees, here we are. This is what I'm starting. Now, I won't get it finished today or tomorrow. Maybe the next month or so. No, I will get it finished. As you've probably come to realise, all of my projects are long projects. I like to reuse and recycle everything, so it's not very often that I buy stuff straight off the shelf. I like to make as much as I can myself. Everything's quirky, whimsical, nothing's perfect, and that is just how I like it. And so these things take time. I've been working on the chateau for sort of 3 years now, and I've only just started fitting the kitchen. So, these things do take time, but I'm happy with that. There is no rush. I'm working for myself, so there's no time limit. Well, when I say working for myself, I mean it's my house, so there's no time limit. And I've also got lots of other projects on the go. A couple of dioramas and a huge diorama in the thinking stage. More about that another day. So, as with all my other trees, they are going to be made from cardboard, foil. Now, the foil, obviously, I did purchase new. The cardboard is a mixture of Amazon packaging, boxes that have come through the post, or whatever, really, and kitchen roll. And so, as you've just seen, I have applied a layer of watered down PVA. This is to help seal the cardboard a little bit, because it does get quite wet and messy, and B, it just gives an extra texture, and when it dries, it does give a little bit more sturdiness. So just keep applying until the cardboard is covered, really. A little bit more, I think. A bit more glue. It's definitely not a quick method of making trees. There are a lot quicker methods, but this is the method that I enjoy, and it's therapy for me as much as anything else. So as I say, I'm not making the houses for anybody else but me, so I should make sure I enjoy the process. So I like doing it this way, mainly because it's messy, and I like getting messy. You know, paint, glue, oh, I'm in there, it all goes on my hands and everywhere. Are you a messy crafter? I'm a very messy crafter in everything I do, whether I am painting pictures or or well, oh, excuse me, anything really. My sewing's not. I don't make a mess when I'm sewing, but then I kind of do, because I kind of just like to spread everything out. So what have you been up to? You know, my community page is now open, so if you wanted to share a picture of what you're creating and working on, please do. I've opened the community page up. It's for everybody to use. I keep putting pictures of my kitty cats up. I have to keep putting different pictures up because they get jealous. Can't have one on more than the others. And then, of course, the dog had to chime in as well. He wanted to go on, didn't he? To be fair, I didn't think anybody would actually comment on the photo of my doggy, but people seem to love him. He's such an idiot, he really is. He's really, really clever, but he's really, really stupid at the same time. He's, I want to say 8 now. But he still thinks he's a puppy. But he's a bit big for being a puppy. But then, when did that ever stop dogs, eh? Right, so we're starting to add the foil now onto the kitchen roll. It doesn't need to be super smooth because we're adding texture to it anyway. I tried making these with air dry clay once, and although it did work, I found it was harder work getting them to stay vertical if I wanted them on the side of a building. If it's a freestanding tree, then that's fine. But yeah, it was a struggle to get the freestanding clay trees to stay stuck to the side of the building. So, waste not want not, we're using this bottle to make a wider part of the tree trunk. I'm going to stuff a bit of kitchen roll in the end, just in case there's any liquid or condensation remaining. There shouldn't be, but you never know. Let's get some more glue on there. Stick the kitchen roll to it. Give it a good lathering. They do take quite a while to dry these as well. But you can't sort of make them and paint them all in the same day. It's you need to have drying time in between. See, look, no neatness in there whatsoever. More foil. This is just normal, cheap PVA glue mixed with water. I can't give you ratios because, as with most things, I just wing it. But it needs to be reasonably thin. But obviously not that thin that it won't stick. Sounds like a little, oh, what is it called? Salami. No, the German sausage, yeah, salami. We need to get rid of that bottleneck. So we'll just use a bit more foil and we'll just screw it up a little bit and wrap it around the bottom. More glue. It's like being back at school, isn't it? A bit more glue. Stick it on. Do you know I've actually got a picture somewhere? I will try and get a photo of it and add it to the end for you. And it is a frog. And it says, I am reclaiming my childlike sense of humour. And do you know what? That is just me. And I will take a picture. In fact, 1 second, I will do it now. There you go. Perfect, isn't it? Right, back to the gluing. Get to the important stuff. There we go. Let that dry. And also we need like some little branches, and that's just rolled up cardboard with foil over. And you also, well, I also need some sort of thin, tendrily like branches. So you can roll up foil like this, and then just kind of shape it to how you want. Sort of bend it around, squidge it around. You could wrap it around a pipe cleaner if you want the extra security. I don't bother; it doesn't bother me, but I know some people might want it more secure. Pipe cleaners are very good for that. Or you can do my preferred method of just scrunching, which works wonderfully well. The foil doesn't care how you shape it. Okay, you see. Let's make some more. Give it a good scrunch. And some more. I've also used flexible straws and paper straws to make the smaller branches. Neither were particularly successful, and foil still remains the better option. And if you want to get really technical, look, you can twist two branches together to make a super big little branch. I'd never get a job on TV. Would you believe that I passed my English literature and English language exams not once, not twice, but 3 times? Yep. That's even worse, isn't it? We're going to put a bit of glue on it, and we're going to put some kitchen roll on it. Just because. That's it. Just because. No reason. Apart from I like to try and make them all kind of different, because how many times have you walked through the forest and seen identical trees? They're not all identical, are they? They're all unique and beautiful. I love trees. I love how each one is unique, how the pattern of the bark is different on every single one, how each tree tells a story, each tree has its soul all of its own. I get very, very annoyed when I see people cutting them down. Trees should be out in the garden, in the forest, in the woods, in the hills. And before anybody asks, no, we don't do real Christmas trees. Artificial is good enough for me. So yeah, I love to see the trees though. I am very, very lucky in that we back onto some quite old trees. And I love watching them blow in the breeze and getting their spring blossoms and their autumn colours. And even in winter, they're still beautiful. There we go. It's a nice, thick, juicy branch, that, isn't it? A little bit more. Oh gosh, now the tortoise is awake. I think he's actually digging himself a bed. Russian tortoises like to dig deep holes. And the cats are just busy melting because it's so warm. I think it's like 30 degrees or something. I'm sat next to the fan. I have had copious amounts of ice pop and water. So we are good to go. How is the weather by you? I'm always intrigued how everybody else's weather is. Because to some people, hot weather's the norm, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so we're almost, I would say 2/3 of the way through the video. So I think what I'll do is put a nice little bit of music on for you and leave you in peace so that you can just chill. Or you can turn the music off if you don't want to hear it. I know some people don't like it. But please do stay to the end of the video. And don't forget to like or comment, say hello, tell me what you think. And I will take this opportunity to say to you, have an absolutely wonderful day, week, wherever you are. Make time for yourself. Take care now. Goodbye. Don't forget to stay to the end and I'll show you the house. Okay, goodbye now.